Instagram and short-form content apps like TikTok and YouTube Shorts are destroying attention spans. I'm sure that a number of you guys, when you unlock your phone, the first app that you go to is either TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts, and you find yourself going throughout the same pattern. But what you don't realize is that whenever you do this, you are wasting time throughout the day that you could be utilizing to do something else. And when you get into this cycle, it gets to a point where you feel like you can't stop checking your phone, even though that every time you check it, you're not doing anything productive. And I'm sure that there are some of you guys that get to the point where your brain feels overstimulated when you don't do the habit of unlocking your phone and opening these apps. And this is what I call autopilot behavior. Any silence or any boredom or any time that you're not doing anything, you automatically unlock your phone and open an app with short form content. Now, when you do this long enough, you now start becoming someone who is unintentional, someone who is like a zombie, someone who doesn't have control over what they do. Whatever pops up on your feed, you watch it without question. You start to get into the habit of living an unplanned life. And when you do this long enough, it starts to turn into a really bad habit, into an addiction instead of a choice. Now, for the people watching this and say, what is this guy talking about? I want to give you guys a challenge. I want you to spend one day off of social media and see if you feel comfortable with yourself, and see if you're actually forcing yourself to stop opening social media, because the realistic truth about this is that you guys don't have control over what you do, whether you believe it or not. And for the people that do go ahead with this challenge, you'll notice better focus, more intentional decisions, more planned decisions, more presence in the day, and you'll also notice that your thoughts will feel more slower and more deeper because you're thinking about them before acting. What people don't realize is that apps are designed that way on purpose. Constant dopamine hits every few seconds. They are literally personalized algorithms to keep you trapped on your phone. Your normal life will start to feel boring because of the content that you consume on social media. You'll start having desires that are unrealistic and untamed because you don't know what happens behind the camera, and this causes you to feel sad, depressed, frustrated, and overstimulated. This is a real life example. Imagine yourself going to dinner. Instead of enjoying the moment, speaking to loved ones, you open your phone and open one of these apps by instinct. Social media is ruining average day experiences and taking life away from humanity. With social media, it's now hard to focus on normal day-to-day things. Reading, building skills, and learning are now becoming harder and harder. Attention spans are getting destroyed on a global scale. And the sad truth is that people are trying to improve their lives and trying to enable themselves to be better, but are stuck because they keep scrolling on these apps. Short form content spikes dopamine unnaturally high. When you consume content, everything else feels unnatural. When you consume content, everything else feels unenjoyable. And the sad truth is that real life cannot compete with hyperstimulation. Now, when you supplement scrolling with reading books, reading slows down the brain, allows you to process and accept things. It helps concentration and improves attention and concentration over time. It makes you think more clearly and visualize things in your brain. It feels mentally restorative compared to scrolling. The big realization is that social media is not just taking time, it changes the way that your brain experiences life. And the sad truth is that it makes people less present, less focused, and less peaceful. Now, I challenge you to do the challenge that I spoke about earlier. I want you to spend a day off of social media and see how you hold up. And trust me, you will notice a drastic change. Start now. If you watched all the way through this video, like, comment, share, subscribe so that I can put more content out like this to you guys. And as always, from Africa to the world, let's build wealth.